Hello. This is a visual documentary attempt of the first year of COPE. We began our existence as Core and were originally two separate duos that became a trio. We started out as being two different groups. In March of '96, it was Kenneth James with Kevin Seraph and myself. And in April of '96, it was Kevin Seraphin with Nan Nichols. And in July, we merged to become a trio of Kevin Seraphin, Nan Nichols, and Kenneth James in equal partnership, creative partnership, in an attempt to do some creative new stuff. As I was saying before, I got interrupted by a bill collector, and it was a bill I did not have to pay for. COPE as of spring of '97. Well, we're going to be putting out an EP shortly, and putting on some shows over the summer of 1997. This is the first of a long-term documentary of the band, by the band, for people to hear about, so in the future people can get the direct story from us and not messed up by media who has a tendency to change stories to suit their own purposes. Yes, that means you media type people. I am talking to you. Anyway, COPE are Kevin Seraphin, guitar, bass, keyboards, Mr. Banjo, and this and that. Bar and drum, Kenneth James, keyboards, bass, guitar for his own purposes, flute, harmonica, and violin. Kevin Seraphin also violin, mandolin. Nan Nichols, guitar, bass, mandolin, violin, percussion, goofiness all around by a trio. Anyway, cut. Freedom. Fuck. Still, you goddamn thing. 2, 1.
Test pattern for television COPE.
And?
And what?
See what else we got. Okay, and... yes, the infamous thing that's already been shot before. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, rolling.
Are you tired by the other bands that are out there? Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? Well, try the crappy people here at COPE Benjamin. Buy our new EP. It's called Freedom to Breathe, and it's got 5 excellent songs on it. Dreams of Utter Nonsense and Scribble, which is subtitled If I Were Normal, Freedom, Tried to Get Out, Osman Pollution, and Subject Matter. Plus, with this special cassette edition limited, you get some bonus tracks on side 2 that aren't going to appear on the vinyl edition. So why don't you join all the wonderful fans out there in fandom land and buy our beautiful EP. That's Freedom to Breathe from COPE on Ignition Sound Recordings. Tell them Kenneth James sent you. $900 camera? We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
like that guitar sound that I had though for that amp. I really love the sound of a tube amp. I want to get a good 200 watt tube amp and hook up the tube. You get that real. I mean, that was the sound I had when I got that really cool sound of the electric guitar. You don't really get good sound for electronic amps. Fender makes okay electronic amps. Mounting, you're ready to explode. This is the tame version though. The other three that weren't used were really. There was like one version where I was jumping around and went into the microphone. I want to put them out probably because I was going like and never stop the Stop the tapes? Oh. Oh, it loops? Because we're going to try to get out. Right after
Not the original program, that's the copy tape. I'm just taking your secrets and I recorded the master and I'm just copying the master and I'm pushing over so I'm doing the tape.
I was playing that bass so hard with my finger, I was just going like this. Because I was like listening to the headset, like, man, this bass sounds so fucking whippy, so I was like, listening it really hard. Whatever.
Okay. This is the story of Cuppy Locks and the Three Bears. This is going to be the cover. There's supposed to be a picture on the front. This is done on blue paper, although this is white. And the picture is mostly orange. It's of the sunset, so it's actually facing northeast. Inside, there's going to be a little section here. This is the first inner page with some joke stuff and information about the tape, as well as some jokey things thrown in, playing on the title Freedom to Breathe. Stuff having to do with people with asthma, which is related to the word asman, which is Sanskrit. They're both Indo-European language words. Here's some of the things that are, do you remember Kevin Serafin wrote that we've got to paste together inside the pages once we get them worked out? Quite the artist he is. He drew a gas mask. He wanted us to pose wearing gas masks, but we couldn't find any. And here's the words to his song Freedom. And then there's going to be other pages here, you see. And here's where little Cuppy Locks goes upstairs and she has a dream, and it's called Atman Pollution, which is a sort of Reheasalian type song. And here it's made to look like a page out of a medieval Bible, so it's done very ironically. And then we have some here, stuff here like a coat hanger surprise, ark, ark, ark.
A song to yet be written and produced, yes.
Yeah,
To
it's a
50s
little,
type style.
it's a little salute to my bandmate. And then here's part of the 20 questions interview, Kenneth James on Kenneth James, with some space here left for one of his friends to fill in. And we also have here The Evolution of My Creationism is Plain, explaining a bit about some of the musical background that goes into this. This is where we're going to be having some more of our little credits and whatnot.
All for the low, low price of $3.95 plus shipping and handling. Not.
Yeah. And you see these pretty flowers? They came on a piece of ripped up cloth that I found in the gutter behind McDonald's. in my town of San Pablo. And this, if you can, it's fall.
Dewey.
When we were recording at Mike Mellon's studio, we found this broken 78, and it got even more broken, but the label still was pretty much intact, and it says, "Get out those old records." You can take that either way. It means bring them out, because we still want to put out records, or it can mean get rid of all that junk they've been playing to death for 20 zillion years. Now,
For both.
I got to pick up some pages from underneath the
And
tripod.
cut. 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
That would be neat to leave in, actually, he said again. And this is where we're going to get Kevin to draw or doodle or contribute some writing about the first live performance we actually did. Yeah, we really rocked the house.
Yay.
Yeah, we rocked Contra Costa. And this is to go with Central Kingdom, our mock Chinese song. And as you can see, it's a cut-up Chinese menu with actual Chinese symbols all over it. Mostly things like pepper, stuff with peppers and pineapples, ginger duck, and junk like that. Outtakes from my own self-interview.
Bloopers?
Nope. Nope. More like things that at first I wasn't going to put in and then decided to put in anyway. And there's might be another page or two in here. And here's where little Kopi Locks gets chased out by the three bears. And you see it's like where it could almost say, "This way to the egress," and this is the curtain going beside, and here's one of our logos, Cope, and more little jokes having to do with asthma and Atman and freedom to breathe. And the back cover here, there's supposed to be a photograph that goes up here, which actually shows the silhouette of Kevin's house and three wires representing the three bears against the sunset. And we're going to glue on the cassette box. And it's all going to be a very nice, neat little package. The end.
Dun, 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 dun. The unglamorous part of putting out our own EP. Cutting and pasting every single fucking one of them ourselves. But that's the price you pay for freedom.
Ignition Sound Recordings, home of the hits. And we get hit all the time with Bill. I should have brought my scissors.
The songwriter of Central Kingdom is still doing the ever-thrilling task of putting sticky tape on the back of a cassette. How cinematic it is. How many is it that we got to do? 30 of them?
30.
Cassette. How many cassettes are we doing?
We haven't made a decision yet about the limited edition.
Okay, we haven't made a decision yet, so that is to be a TBA or to be announced. Well, the cassette box is now attached to the sleeve, as he is very carefully putting the cassette into the case and closing it. Now, next we observe the wildlife about ready to put sticky tape on the next sleeve. Yes, he is looking around, making sure that there is no predators nearby. And yes, he is now putting the roll of sticky tape. He is about ready to cut it. He has got the cassette prepared. He is now cutting the tape to the song Central Kingdom in the background, written by the author Kenneth James, who is being shot here in the glamorous mode of the animal in the thing. think Kevin's playing the guitar kind of out of tune on this version. Oh well.
Next shot, we see a nest of pandas eating overpopulation flavored rice.
Well, this is our limited edition tape, number 2. And this is so exciting, I think I'm going to stop. Bad man doesn't want to be in the shots of anything. If you ever change your mind, let me know, but I won't shoot anything of you without you're okay. Hmm?
Nan will probably want to come out and perform publicly. She's wearing an eyeball helmet.
Well, not an eyeball, I wouldn't copy you or anything.
Okay, she'll wear a giant ear helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
But a helmet full of buttons. I want it. That'd be kind of funny though. Get on stage and be wearing helmets with buttons and pretend like we're gonna press each other's. I don't know.
Or like the jam deck. Anybody ever heard of the jam deck?
Uh-oh.
As you can see, we are cutting and pasting individually all our sleeve inner artwork, and we are doing a little drawing out here.
Wow, the computer is breaking down. And the band is breaking down alongside it.
Yeah, this is true.
We will do individual, we'll show what it looks like all put together, but just in case any of you care.
Rule number 1, do not panic. Hope. Pour Nan into bottle. Place cork on bottle. Take bottle to waiting taxi. Drive to Valium Factory.
One thing they don't have is the thing that occurs.
This is the sleeve for subject matter.
This one's freedom.
And we're going to go to the sleeve for Try to Get Out by Nan Nichols. Really cool artwork, an original design by her. Little close-up of this really cool original design. It's kind of crooked, but that's cool. This is amateur work. Fuck the professional shit. They'd fuck us up anyway.
He's talking to his camera.
Dreams of Utter Nonsense and Scribble by Nan, and something that she is drawing
He's
to
wearing a
catch.
giant ear mask.
Creak. Slow pan up to the exciting mattresses that make this the Sardine Factory.
In a Sardine Factory.
Cut and paste and cut and paste and
Trying to arrange the cereal order, and that's not as in Raisin Bran.
now we have a close-up
powdered
of
milk.
Kenneth James getting up and kneeling.
Neil. Oh, right.
Let me see. Oh, I probably shot it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And a profile of the microphone, and an extreme close-up of the said microphone. Never mind. Anyway,
She was a great artist, and we knew it because she was troubled like all artists are. From a Chippewa people. For years there had been a rumor that we were part Native American, but we thought that my great-grandmother might have been delirious when she was saying this or something. She sometimes said things that turned out to be her delirium. At one point, she had been claiming we were part Iroquois.
But that wasn't true.
As far as we know, it's not, but it is true that we are part Chippewa. However, I'm nothing against Native Americans at all. It's just I'm so used to thinking of myself, for better or worse, being descended from Europeans. That's the culture I know, and I know almost nothing about the Chippewa people.
This is a really cool painting to get close-ups on. I'm kind of shooting the painting. It looks really cool. Some really interesting art. So you can some detail.
You have a million pages that are no good.
Oh dear.
No. What are we doing? Oh, I'm sorry.
Dizzying. In and out. And dizzy. Never mind, I'm just being... Okay, enough of that.
It's an Orwellian unfreedom, unindividualism, unthinking, unexpression. I evolved my own forms of music and writing, ready to experiment no matter how far or near what I myself liked. I was often told my stuff reminded people of the songs of Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill, or else Randy Newman. So I listened to some Brecht Weill, and though I didn't exactly agree, I drew enough parallels to see what they meant, and over time I've grown to appreciate their elements of irony, incongruity, and intellectual theater. I mentioned listening to Pill and liking John Cage, that I used to have a ukulele, that Charles Ives is my greatest musical hero. Big billowy white shirt and rainbow-colored headband, and trying to bring back the late 60s look, and this was 85.
That was Joy, isn't it?
No, this was Ian Astbury of the
After
Cult.
the call. Oh, man.
This was about the same time as Paisley Park and all that kind of stuff anyway. Oh, I think there's room for everything, metaphorically speaking.
You know, I'm paranoid.
I'm paranoid too.
After growing up with my dear daddy,
Well, I
who
grew
was
up...
extremist.
I'm paranoid too. I'm completely annoyed of Paris. Non-K in the K's.
I survived 5 years of Christian school, you know.
Well, that was worse than what I had to, except I had to go to church multiple times a week.
Well, true, I didn't have to do that, but I did have to, at the one school, take off. Let's see.
This is an attempt to organize. Ha ha. Ha ha. Piddly biddly pop. Drink the soda pop.
See, we all actually do have a sense of humor. Nah, not us. No, we all wear black, everything, even our dental braces are black.
And this is why we call the place we jam in the Sardine Factory. And as you can see, it's not very big.
It's cute, it's cozy.
And this is how we're hand doing
like
every
living
single
in an
copy of our
apartment
EP by a dual tape deck individually, and it's not being high-speed dubbed, so it doesn't sound tinny. How nice. Anyway.
Soon we'll be putting out our own 78s and wax cylinders.
Cool, man. And this is the kitchen and the tripod.
That's my mom.
And I'm going past Nan because she doesn't want to be in the shot. So back to the board. And then we got the painting. Oops, painting.
Nan has long blonde hair down to her ankles.
And part of the Iranian master race, I'm just kidding. Anyway, erase that part, so
Okay, I'm gonna cookie this later.
little less hiddledy boppity boopity boop. So I guess we're finally getting out of our going up and floating like cottage cheese mode, and then go on with our EP.
Ah, yes, the dreaded cottage cheese. The dreaded cottage cheese factor. Let's see. How are we going to do
Well,
this?
is it gonna be clear that those are all Kevin's little book?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we all write very different ways.
Yeah. Or you can have 2 pages. Or
Well, I guess we could.
Or no. Or you can put them on the
Could.
back.
On the backs of
Oh,
these printouts. So,
okay.
yeah. The other side. Well, this is the other side. Uh-huh.
Hey, Kenneth's arms covering the artwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, nice high-tech work here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your manifesto.
I don't know.
We could just try it different places. Yeah, the manifesto. Disclaimer.
Across from the title page?
No.
No. No.
I want to go hide in the back.
All right, you want to hide in the back, okay.
Last page.
There's plenty of back area.
Or middle, medium, somewhere.
Medium. Okay, a happy medium.
A coat hanger surprise. Ba, 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 ba.
Isn't that a nice new wavy sort of shot? I mean, I found it on the sidewalk, so I took it and I photocopied it, shrank it down.
It was a coat hanger?
Yeah, a real coat hanger.
You found the coat hanger on
It's like
Yeah.
probably for. It looks like for children's clothes.
Well, it's shrunk down. I mean, the real thing is like the size of an average person, you know. I thought, now that would be a nice new wavy touch, you know. I would think of like, I was pictured like in Elvis Costello's album, the picture of the laundromat with all the wig hats and, wig heads and, you know. I like it. Now, doesn't that look like a nice piece of early 20th century art?
Yeah.
Dada. I mean, thousands in white next to black and white. We could put your manifesto on the right next to the coat hanger.
Might be cool.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because that page is mostly black with a little white, and this is mostly
Yeah.
white with a little black. Yeah, and also the shape kind of. These go up like this, and these go down like this. Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll be doing this as printout.
Yeah.
Okay.
All mine will be printout,
Okay.
and any of yours that you want to have color on, I can do printout.
Well, I already did all mine as black and white.
Oh.
Maybe for the next thing we could do something. Maybe even for the next release we could have like all the lyrics together on one page and do it like in rainbow colors or something.
Staring in the air,
security
looking at a light bulb.
It could
Staring in the
That's
air,
neat.
looking at a light bulb.
Actually, I like the way it comes with cigarettes.
I suppose I should have had a television.
This is the thrilling computer. Hey, look, a screensaver. How exciting.
Make them think, you know? Stretch their brain cells a little.
You know, maybe more people should actually, like, ride bikes or walk.
Oh, that's a screensaver. I didn't put that on the people who built the computer did. They didn't even ask me what I wanted.
Of course, in the future, people will probably have to wear full body armor just to go out on a bike.
In order.
Relatively so.
Who needs nukes? Who needs to nuke us? That's what I say, right?
That would be a front cover.
Okay.
Okay, in